Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Okay, so the Mana Bird Island progression event is gone, and, well, let's just see. I have Bell Breath there crafting, so that egg is, of course, going to be going into the hatching, and that's going to be another 2 days, so it's going to be a while before we get a video on that one, right? And speaking of videos, the next video in this series would normally be Sunday, but Sunday is Easter Sunday. And I'm not going to be in the same state as my computer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be a couple of states away from my computers. So, yeah, that episode is actually going to be Monday. I'll probably do it fairly early Monday to catch the tail end of the war. Hopefully there's something left for me to beat up on there or something like that. If not, maybe we'll go take care of that final boss on the adventure map. But, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. That's kind of a thing. It's not going to affect the team at all. Besides, the war is starting to creep along there now. It's kind of like 1:30 in the afternoon right now. Who knows what it's going to be when we start it up tomorrow. But that's the way it's going to be. We're not going to get a video on Sunday. It's going to be Monday. And no effect on the team. All right, so that's gone. What do we have now? Well, we have a maze. All right, so let's go right into the maze, because this is the big thing we have right now. We have the Dwarven Mines Maze. Okay, and you might notice in the upper left-hand corner, it's telling you there's a maze dungeon right now. So that's going to be running 24 hours. Of course, at this point, it's probably like 13 hours. We could always click on that. We'll click in and look at it. So it gives you that. That was always a good thing they added now. It's really hard to miss the fact that there's a Maze Coins dungeon. That's kind of the reason I have some of the coins that I do have right now, is because I've done about 60-70% of it already. Of course, the real prizes are at the end, though. We'll take a quick look at that. All right, but let's take a look at who is here. All right, so first we have a rare. Yeah, okay. All right, the one big improvement here is we have a higher quality of epic here. Now, of course, the next individual is Salamander. Salamander is an epic. Salamander is very good. Salamander is one of those epics that you really do want. If you have Salamander already, this is not somebody you want to turn into random elemental chunks here. Yeah, rank up the one you have. Remember, epics have a tendency to pop up in wars, and this particular epic can be very useful. It has group fire and group metal attacks, but the thing is, the group fire attack actually makes you magnetizes the enemy, and the group metal attack actually makes them susceptible to fire. So not only does it help himself, it would also help metal and fire legendaries that happen to be in the same party. So this guy does good damage himself and is actually very useful at setting up damages for other monsters as well. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you have this guy already, use this one to rank him up. If you don't have this guy, yeah, you want to hatch him. You really do want to hatch him. He's one of those really good epics. So definitely somebody you want to have on your side. Because remember, they do throw the epics in there every once in a while for wars. And of course, the dungeons too. You know, the dungeons, the one that really does it a lot is the Gem Dungeon. Gem Dungeon loves throwing in the epic spot. So you have to have an epic in there. You might as well have somebody in there who can be useful, right? Okay, so the next one we have is Dagger Knife. I think that's it. And this one has some interesting stuff. It's not really a great damage dealer itself, but it does have some interesting stuff. It has one attack that makes your team, I don't know if it's an attack or a skill, that makes your team immune to darkness and light attacks. So that could strategically be useful. It can also give precision and a damage boost, I believe. And it does have attacks too, so you know it's okay. It's definitely not one of the lower epics. It could be useful in certain situations. Not as useful as Salamander, though. Just saying. All right, and now we start getting to the legendaries. Okay, so here we have Oliver. I never ranked him up. I never put him into a testing video. I mean, he's got some stuff that's okay. I actually considered leveling him for Ragnarok. The reason for that was that he's got an attack that removes positive status effects on a group. So that could end up being useful in situations like that. I found another way around it, by the way. And he's got a single target stun. He's also got something that gives random immunities to certain controls to your group and such. So, I mean, if you're a little lacking in legendaries in the Earth category, I suppose he's all right. So that's not so bad. Of course, the quality jumps a little next. Okay, so then we have Igursus. All right, so Igursus is a very good fire legendary. Of course, one of the great things about him is that he has the mountain trait, which means you cannot stun him and you cannot freeze him. So those are things that make him very hard to control, right? He's got a lot of good skills. Set the enemies on fire. He can quicksand one individual, and he's got Vesuvius, which is a skill mirror, and taunt, which is very, very annoying if you're on the other side of this screen, right? So definitely somebody. I would like to get this one so that I could rank up my Igursus. I will have to see about that. That might be a little bit tricky there. A little bit tricky, especially given what else is in this event. All right, now we're getting to a couple of new ones here. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to look up these individuals. Oh, wow. 4 books, but of course one is temporary, right? All right, so let's see here now. All right, so this guy is an artifact. All right, so he's metal, he's an artifact. I'm guessing he's got a lot of good stuff to him. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to look these individuals up. And you know what the thing about it is? I have absolutely no chance of getting towards the end in this, so I have no idea. All right, so then we have this individual who is obviously the big one, and I think only Dwarf in the Dwarf Mines event. All right, well, obviously she's got the female thing going. She's good legions, she's an adventurer, and she's in the temporary book, of course. All right, so a sorcerer, so I guess she's got magic and stuff like that. And I guess the one we just saw, the artifact, is her little friend who follows her around. So again, this is Earth. She's probably pretty strong. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to look into it or anything like that, even vaguely. I'm not a person who likes looking at skills of somebody unless I have to make a decision if I'm going to invest in them. There's something else coming around. Generally speaking, I would rather learn about creatures when I feed them up. So that's just the way I am. Besides, like I said, what you're looking at here on the bottom here with the Igursus, the Hobkin, and this one at the bottom here, they're not really the most important things to me. They're not. What is most important thing to me is the limited path. The limited path for this maze is going to be done raw. So if you don't have done raw, then you want done raw, and if you have done raw, you probably want to rank up done raw. Now, I have no idea when that limited maze is going to pop up. It's good that we get the maze coin dungeon early because it's going to be expensive. It's probably going to be very difficult to get done raw because done raw is strong. If for no other reason, the trait on done raw, it's not just the fact that done raw has a taunt in the trait. It's a mega taunt. So that is really a big pain in situations of war because no matter what you do, it all goes right to done raw. Yeah, I mean, that's a really powerful one to get. And, if everybody gets them, it's kind of messed up. But it's going to be hard to get. So you want to get as many coins as you possibly can. You got to clean out that dungeon. You got to do your gold collecting. You got to do hatching and breeding. As many as possible. Try to get all those little updates. You need to clean out. Like, there's a cycle every 8 hours of a certain amount of coins that are available. You need to get all of them if possible. However possible, just try to get all of them. You want to grow food in your farms. You want to pick up that food, get the maximum number you can for one try, which is like 50. And PvP battles, too. You can get coins from PvP battles as well. And also feeding your creatures up. Every once in a while, you feed your creatures up, you get up to 30 coins for that. So you want to do all of that as much as possible. Let's take a look at the coins dungeon for a moment. All right, so you can see I have 70% of it done here. I kind of left these last just so you can see how big those numbers get and how very important it is to finish this, if you can. Probably difficult. I mean, in this case, I ended up getting a halfway decent combination. I mean, if I can get Xyla in there, it's a pretty good combination. Who was I using elsewise? Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much easy enough to handle here, assuming no big problems. And at that point, I don't even need to do the... right, because she's just going to kill everything now, you know? Yeah, I have it on 4 here just because it's a separate setting from the normal stuff, right? And boom. Oh, unless you miss. Well, she's got plenty of opportunities, right? Yeah, I can't wait to rank her up. All right. Should probably consider that, but apparently there might be some more little breeding events coming up, so we'll have to see about that. Yeah, my hatchery is finally empty. Right, so I mean, the thing about it is, if you want to stand any chance of getting anything, you definitely want to clean out this coins dungeon. As you can see, at the time of recording, just under 15 hours left. These go for 1 day, and you don't expect to see a second one of them. Once upon a time, they used to do that when it was like a 25, 30-day thing. Not anymore. So when you get the coins dungeon, you got to see it. It's good they end up putting that little icon on there so you can't miss it, you know? If you look at it, from the outside, you can see right there, it's telling you there's a coins dungeon. The same thing will happen when the limited path opens up. You'll get another little graphic with like a little path on it, just to tell you that the path is now open. So I have no idea how much the path is going to be worth, if it's possible to actually get there. So the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, but I do know that that is my focus. I really want to get done raw out of this event. If I get nothing else, I'm perfectly okay with that. But that is what I'd really like to get. All right, and other things going, of course, we're still doing the bunny collection for the Gorg event, right? And if the Gorg event, if you get the 5 different bunnies of the 5 different types, that's going to begin next Friday, the 26th. If the April 26th means anything to you, of course, it's also when Endgame is out. Yeah, just saying. Just going to throw that in and say Endgame, because that's what I'm going to be doing that day. Right, and yeah, I mean, I got pretty lucky with the... they gave us a token dungeon, right? And we had 2 challenges, right? We had the money one, and then we had the ruin one. I think there's another one right now. I think it's the feeding one. Hold on a minute. Let me just see. Right, growth spurt. There you go. This is the wood bunny, the wood bunny. But you know, I went through this morning. I'm all done. I'm all done. I have 5 of each of them. So I'm all done. And there's what? You know, a week left in this or something like that. So, you know, I'm all done. You know, I don't have to watch any more videos, so I have no intention of watching any more videos. I don't have to do any more of the challenges, except if I want to do the challenges. Yeah, I mean, the last 2 made it kind of easy to get. And as I understand it, is going to be a progressive event that's going to open up next Friday, if you have the proper number of bunnies. That it's easy to get into, but it's going to probably be tough in there. So what I'm going to be doing, of course, is I'm going to be trying to save up gems. That's been a little bit of a challenge today because I've been spending gems today. What have I been spending gems on? Well, they are currently doing a sale now in opening up rune slots. 50% off. So I've been a little bit busy. So I took care of the leprechaun. I took care of Elvira. I opened up Pepe's last spot, you know, Marquis de Flambe. There's a couple of other ones I was looking at too. You know, the thing about it is I'm looking at this. I opened up one of them. I'm not sure about the other one. See, here's the thing about it is once upon a time, I would call this, I mean, it's a great monster. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the monster, right? I'm just saying in terms of a tank, it's kind of diminished now, right? I mean, it does it gives the life shield, which is really good. But I mean, is something like that going to match something like this, which starts with taunt? I mean, there you go, perfect tank right there. Or Dun Ra, who starts with the Mega Taunt, right? So, I mean, do I want to spend the extra 13 there, or do I really need to look around a little to make sure I didn't? So I was looking around to see if there was anybody. I was looking at all my recent individuals to see who needed it and such. I'm actually thinking of, where is he here? Him down here. See, he's got 2 locked ones. I'm not really sure. I might end up opening him up too. I mean, he's got some decent damage skills here. He does heavy damage and poison. The one kick on him is he does a lot of poison. I mean, this one here is a good attack, and it does poison and bleeding, but then this one does... No, not that one. That's a buff. That one does poison again and such. So I'm thinking about that one. I might just open him up. Having another damage dealer in terms of water isn't such a bad thing. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that. I have to go through and identify all the individuals I really need to work on. I have been doing that, though. I'm looking around and seeing who it is. I have slots that I need to open up because I ran into a streak of bad luck there with some. But yet Leprechaun was the first one I fixed. Elvira was the second one I fixed. I already put a big old damage support in that third spot for her. So yeah, so I'm thinking about it, I'm going to try to save as many gems as I can. Kind of like for Bell Breath, if I need to finish it off by spending gems, I'll do that, you know, because they do make the gems available. You know, with those 2 gem dungeons we have during the week, they're definitely worth doing. They're really definitely worth doing. All right, so then we have the maze, and we still have the bunny collection going on. I think they're doing some kind of a sale this week with the monsters in the store. If you're interested in that and you want to straight up buy a creature, that you know, that's something you might want to look at. See if somebody pops up in there that you've been looking for, and you just happen to have the gems lying around. You know. All right, I think that's going to be about it. All right, so the war began not too long ago, and they look pretty strong. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge here. We won the last war. It was kind of a strong victory, so I'm happy with that. So let's just see what we can come up with here. All right, currently we are leading by a hair, right? We're leading by a hair. And I couldn't help but look at this one. Somebody explain this to me. Why does Marquis de Flambe have all speed? Can somebody please explain that to me? Because I'm scratching my head trying to figure that out. Now, he did have a group attack that did stun, but I'm pretty sure that was a 50% chance, wasn't it? So I can't understand somebody who is clearly a damage dealer and somebody whose main focus is the fact that they are anticipation, which means if you're using him for that, you don't need speed. He's going to go as soon as an extra turner tries to go. So I have no idea why somebody would do that. However, I did notice that in this particular situation, Nova is faster. So I figured, why don't we just do this? All right, and I'm going to reset cooldowns because that's what I want to do. Okay, so why don't we try this? Okay, so unfortunately, if I do this, that's going to be a problem because that'll activate him, and I really need to be careful about that. So what I need to do is I need to set up Dave killing this individual in the front. So I am going to do this and give you Curse. All right, and now, of course, not that Dave needs it. We're going to do that. All right, Dave's going to get rid of you. Okay, and now comes the fun. All right, clumsy. Oh, you guys already have that. I don't even have to do that. Is that extra damage? No, I don't have to do that because you guys already have guard down on. Okay, wow, I mean, I don't have to do anything here. The only thing I have left is possessions, right? Now I can, well, actually, you're dead up above here, so. Okay, you missed him. Don't do that. Okay, so should I just kill him? I do want to make sure this fellow down here is dead, though. All right. And Grandmaster, sure. Okay, Ancient Ritual, you're dead. And you're dead too. I mean, why would you put all speed on him? I have no idea why that would be. None whatsoever. Did I miss something? Is there some kind of a thing going on with that? Because I have no idea. I did pour all of my most powerful guys in there, though, so we'll have to see. Oh, we just somehow jumped up by 10 points. Okay, well, I added 3 to it, so... All right, let's take a look around. They are kind of strong. I don't think I have that kind of speed. All right, let me put together my team, and we'll see what we're going to do here. All right, let's see. Adventurer. Do I have something in here that maybe I could use? Let's see. All right, I'm already drifting down here now. Dungeon Man. I don't think that she'd be fast enough. Here, let me just see what else I can come up with here. I wouldn't put him in unless I was going to do something with that, right? Yeah, Gokora, I think I have 3 slots open on Gokora now, so I don't have to do that. I could go with that. They're both the same speed, I think. I mean, Talika might be a little faster. The problem is I'd really rather reset the cooldowns, you know what I mean? Alright, so maybe I'll put him in there. Even if I don't have an extra turner on the other side, he's still got good damage, right? Kane sounds like a good idea. Alright, let me just see what we're looking at in terms of speed here. Oh, you got some nasty stuff here, don't you? I didn't know those went on you. I might have to look into that. That's some serious stamina stealing there. That could be a problem. All right, and what do you have? Okay, first of all, I was looking at the speed. Oh, that's probably way too fast. Oh, yeah, that's a huge amount of difference. All right, I can't do that one. That's just not going to work at all. Okay, what do we have here? Nope. Very fast Gokora. Although, again, why would a Gersis have so much speed on him? I mean, is he denial? He's not denial. I mean, you could get out in front and do the taunt and the Vesuvius and do the skill mirror and the taunt. I mean, that's great, but I mean, you also want him hitting hard too, right? I mean, he's 130, he's going to hit hard, but he's not going to be devastating, you know? Very fast, very fast. Yeah, unfortunately, the combo doesn't give me a lot of speed here. Except, of course, for Nova. I'm going to try. Oh, wow. Absolutely not. No, that's a very bad idea. And very, very fast. All right, someone's attacking that one, so let me move on. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, at least there's a damage on there. So I'm okay with that one in terms of that Agursis. That's interesting. No support. Let's see. All right, you're 55. Ooh, 59.75. Oh, just beat you. All right, why don't we try that and see how that works out. All right, and we're going to do a bit late. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'm guessing Sunburn and Burning would be good. Okay, missed him. All right, let's see what we can do. Quick Bite. Get rid of the elephant. Oh, he resisted that. That is very annoying, actually. I could kill him with... Wow, I can actually one-shot him. I didn't realize that. All right. Let's think about this. I could kill them with 2. I don't have to use the other one. I can hold on to that one. All right, I'm going to do a Soul Rip on him. And then an Ancestral Bite up here. All right, and then we're going to get our skills back. Oh, how terrible! Her trait has been disabled. Here, why don't you just, like, have your cooldowns reset again? Okay, so what do we got? On guard. And, well, let's just do the quick bite. Even though I know you're dead already. And then this one. Alright, and I won those 2. It's easy when you grab them from the beginning, though, right? And we do seem to be getting a good lead here, so this is a good thing. You'll notice, though, I had to come down pretty far. Oh, wow, we're picking away at the end. Yeah, the problem is they got a lot of really strong stuff up here. So even though it looks good now, it's not going to look good in the grand scheme. Yeah, I mean, look at that one. That one has got just lots and lots of 10s on there. That one's not bad, but the problem is you have the Taunter in there. See, that's when a tank is very annoying right there. Although I don't know why there's speed on it. I mean, I would rather just do what I did, make it really hard to kill, because this one, even though it's going to have a lot of health on it, not as much as you'd like. I mean, it's got some good skills. It's got a group stun. I think doesn't it have a group quicksand, or is it a quicksand attack or something like that? So, I mean, it's got good skills. It's just that, and you probably do want to get the mega stun off as quickly as possible. But once you do that, you're going to get hammered. So just 1 health on that? I don't know about that. But anyway, they have a lot of strong stuff here, so we're going to have to see how that ends. Hopefully we can keep a winning streak going. That would be very good. All right, so why don't we do some PvP? Because I got some teams today, and thank you very much. Teams were a lot easier to find. There was a lot of diversity today, actually. So I got some good teams, so let's begin. Our first team today was suggested by Swag Mobiles, and Swag wanted to see somebody who hasn't shown up in one of these in quite a while, actually. So this is, where is he? He's here somewhere. Wait a minute, I should have run into him by now. Oh, I think this is another instance of me getting confused. Right, I think it's magic. There he is, there he is. We have Snape. Okay, I'm getting along better with your younger brother now. As long as he doesn't give me too much money and food, that's all. All right. So we got Snape in there. And of course, Snape is 105. I upgraded him a while ago. I might want to revisit what he's got on his runes, though. Yeah, that much maybe I want to do. All right, so who's up next? Well, who's up next is going to be over in Darkness, and this is going to be Simon. And finally, this one is in the light, and this one is going to be... Where is Dorothy? All right, so we got lots of stuff going on here. All right, so we don't really have denial. We need to kill them very quickly, even though Snape might be able to help us with something like that. All right, obviously we're not doing the team on the left there because it's not quite leveled properly. Okay, I don't want to do any team that has Keithor in it. Him and Holter's bodyguard are so annoying, because they make teams so hard to kill. There's no real denial at the middle, so why don't we just do a refresh here? Okay, so we got teams we can work with here. Up the middle, well, you got Dungeon Master. Not a lot backing it up, though. The one on the right looks interesting. It depends on if the cloud does what it's supposed to do, right? I mean, we have good stuff over here on the left. It's just that, is the Cryotin the denial? Let's do the one on the right. That could be potentially interesting. Okay, support speed. Stamina? Does Petroloa need stamina? I mean, he's a damage dealer. He needs damage. All right. Well, this, of course. And boom. Thank you for not missing. Oh, wow. He did a charge with me on himself, and then when his turn came back, the torture effect killed him. Wow, that's fun. All right, let's see. Ensorcered words removes all positive status effects and 2 random negative ones. Well, you don't really have anything positive at the moment. I'm thinking bewitching words would probably be better. Just put a possession out there. Okay, and of course now we have a Master of Pain, so boom. Okay, that was good. It was so good it's taking a long time to deal with the results. All right, so see what I mean about the coins? You can get them from PvP wins. You won't get them from consecutive ones. It's kind of that same thing. You have to come back a little bit later if you want to get more, right? All right. And, okay, I was just working with your elder version, and, you know, okay, I'll take the rune. It's okay. Let's all just get along, right? Let's all just get along. Makes everybody happy here, right? Okay, so let's go with our next team. Our second team today was suggested by Rayan, the Master of Fury. It's all one word, so the Master of Fury, something like that. Anyway, Rayan wanted to see. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, by the way. All right, we're starting with Earth, and we're going down to Biddy Sparting. Okay, so next up, of course, is going to be the big guy, though. We're getting the big guns here from Earth, and then, of course, when you're talking about big guns, we're also going to grab someone who is going to be moving up in this chart fairly soon, and that's going to be Xyla. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the ability to put a charging banner on her makes her, I think it makes her a lot better than a Vaultic. I don't think better than a Prince Charmless, though. The fact that he can debuff for his damage type makes him really, really strong. That makes it so he can wipe parties out easily. But she has like an ongoing flow of stamina here, and also benefits the entire group too. So, yeah, she's very strong. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so possession. We're going to be doing possession. All right, there are a couple of epics up the middle. I mean, the levels are good, but there's a couple of epics, so that's not really very interesting. All right, the team on the right is kind of strong. It's just that there's no denial there, so we'd probably just possess them and then kill them? I mean, the aggressors might be tricky. Okay, let's try that. I mean, wow, they're going to be hard to kill. Okay, don't miss. Yeah, seriously, don't miss and don't get resisted. Okay, but the problem is going to be we're going to have a lot of trouble getting them to... Okay, all right, that will get rid of him. I think that the two torture effects... Oh, he resists... Oh, he resists the... Oh, there is none up there. Right. He's got nightmares on him. Is that going to finish him off? I don't think his max health is enough. I don't think that's going to finish him off. All right, and we're going with a big hit here now. All right, you. Oh, what are you doing? Nope, that wasn't enough. Oh! Okay, he didn't like that. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We have to start picking away at somebody. I'm going to have to try to get rid of him. Because he's the guy who one-shots. Now, the Agursus is annoying, but he's the guy who one-shots us. Alright, and you're dead? Alright, and then we're going to do Agony Chains down here. Okay, we're getting close to the banner activations. There's the first one. Alright. Okay, don't do that. Okay. Okay, there's the second one. Still got one left. And there's the last one. Alright, so hopefully... Boom. Done. Yeah, I mean, some kind of denial over there would have been nice, I guess. Alright, and a spin. Okay. Keep giving me runes, and I'll be happy with that. You know, once in a while, the food and the gold. Just don't go crazy with it. Okay, so let's go in for our third team. Our third team today was suggested by Kyle McCreath. And Kyle wanted to see... Alright, somebody else here. Someone was just... I was trash talking a minute ago. Don't worry, you're still awesome. You're more awesome than she is. I'm kidding, of course. We don't want him to feel bad, right, Xyla? All right, so next up, we're going to go with somebody who I'm going to have to go looking for. There he is, and that's Dave. All right, and finally, by the way, this is a strong team, in case you haven't figured it out. The last individual over in fire, right on the top there, is Nova. All right, so obviously we have an extremely powerful team here. Yeah, I turned that off, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I turned that off. Yeah, I mean, I did turn the notification off for that. I don't know why it's doing that. Yippee. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? I want to see if I can find something really strong here now, because otherwise this is just going to be murder, right? All right, let's do a refresh. Well, I mean, I'm hoping to find something that might really be strong here. Well, Dun Ra will make it strong, right? I mean, there's no question about that. That's a big problem right there. I mean, the thing is that what that means is that I can't use group attacks. Well, I could use group attacks. The group attacks are all just going to go right to Dun Ra, though. All right, that's actually an interesting dynamic. Let's see Dun Ra in action. Okay, so what I'm talking about is, of course, is that Dun Ra is 1 tough and 2 has a status cast of Mega Taunt, which of course means that all group attacks are going to go to Dun Ra, right? All right, so obviously we need a lot of damage there. But it also means I can't do anything about these guys, right? Can't do anything about these guys. Right, so he's got the Mega Taunt on. So if I do this, it's going to activate his cooldowns, and he's going to get sunburn. Nobody else. So, right. So at least his cooldowns have been, pardon me, I think it's a she actually, isn't it? I think it is a she. Her cooldowns have been reset. These two are unaffected by that though. Luckily, we do have Zap going in here. All right. Oh, that's a group attack. Yeah, that was... Yeah, she's gonna get hammered that way. Single target. Oh, that's right. It's all I gotta kill this one first, don't I? Yeah, I do. I might as well just aim directly for you. And now you're dead. Okay, well, at least that's handled now, right? Alright, and we're gonna do this. Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't as strong as I would have liked. Here, just tap him. Alright, all I need is to take 25% of your health away. Although you might just come back and stun us, though. I just got to say that. Alright, and... Okay, so what are you going to do? Okay, you just stunned Dave. That's not good. I was going to use Dave. Alright, let's see. Why don't we do this instead? There we go. Although, let's face it, you're already dead. Alright, actually, I'm just going to do this. And you're dead. Okay, that team wasn't anywhere near as strong as I was hoping it was going to be. I was hoping to see a whole bunch of health on that Dun Ra, but it looked like it only had 1 slot open. Hey, just keep giving me runes and we're going to be okie dokie. No problem with that. Yeah, there was more quality here now, wasn't there? I mean, do I want to mess with the Temerian? Maybe. It would depend if he was faster than Nova. Nova was pretty fast, though. It's, you know, at this trophy level, it'd be really hard to justify finding somebody who would be as fast as him, right? All right, so let's go with our 4th and final team. Our 4th and final team today was suggested by Francis E., or should I say Francis E.'s son. Francis E.'s son wanted to say, let's go over to fire, and we're going to go with, where is he? Did I pass him already? No, I didn't. There he is, Mordred. Next up, someone who just entered in their realm of full power, and that is going to be... She's here somewhere. There she is, Elvira. And finally... someone who is not going to be getting evade on them is going to be... Where is she? She's down here because she's going to be fast. So we're going to have Dodger here. All right, so, yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, I don't know, is Mordred faster than Elvira? The evade might be helping her and her alone. Well, there's a good question. All right, now I was just looking at this a moment ago. Do I want to try that team on the right, which would be very difficult? The thing about it is that Dodger is 100, and I don't think that she'd be faster than the Temerian. But if the Temerian goes first... See, here's the thing. The fastest member of my team is Dodger, right? Dungeon Master. Which means if anybody goes before that, Elvira is going to make them all evade. So one way or another, I think that's a win. So I'm going to do that team on the right because of the presence of Elvira. Okay, it turns out to be a non-issue, doesn't it? All right, let's go. And look at him. Look, Mordred's going before Elvira too, but it's not going to matter. All right, well, you'll all be a bit late. The problem with this is they're all going to target... Okay, did they hit anybody? Okay, they all just basically did nothing. It looks like there was an attempt at an attack over here. Oh, and she was hit. Okay, I think that was a group attack he did, and Dodger was the only one who got hit because, of course, she was the only one who wasn't evading at that point. All right, there's a good question. Well, I mean, Dodger successfully did the cooldowns, so the Temerian shouldn't be a problem for a little while, so I can afford to do this. All right, let's think about this. Words won't save you. Sinner agony. I'm going to do the single target one because I want to get rid of the Temerian. He's the one who messes us up. All right, and I'm going to get our skills back. Okay. All right, that didn't do a lot here. Why don't we just make you guys a bit late again? And let me see. You already have Ignite, so why don't we add Burning to that? Okay, don't miss. So why don't we hit you? Okay, and you resisted that. Okay, stop doing that. Okay, she's... Oh, I was about to say she's going to die, but I think she's about to take care of that. Critical! Deals massive magic damage to all enemies, activates cooldowns on all enemies, and I think that's going to kill both of them. Dodger lives. Okay, that worked out pretty good. You know, I really wish they'd find some way of handling the fact that, see, you couldn't see Dodger's health. You could just barely, because you had Elvira floating there, so you could barely see that she was near death. You know, if I hadn't been looking for that, that's kind of hard to miss. There should be some way of, you know, seeing them or something. See, if I look at them, it doesn't show you their health, you know? It just shows you their maximum health. So, I mean, I wish there was some way that you could see them like that. All right. Okay, we've had a good day. I think things are working out here, right? It's okay. Well, I'm going to let that one. You gave me some runes. Can't have it good every time. Just don't make a habit out of it, and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. All right, I think that's going to do for today. So we got the Dwarven maze over here. Where is it? All right, we got the Dwarven mines maze. Of course, there's only apparently one dwarf in it, but you know, hey, it's named after that that dwarf, then, right? And don't forget about collecting the bunnies and try to get as many coins as you can because the limited path that's coming, if that's what your target's going to be, is probably going to be expensive, so you're going to need as many coins as you can. Don't forget to empty out that coins dungeon, because one way or another, if you want to get anything from this maze, that's your best source of coins. And of course, just do everything else you have to do. Collect your money, your breeding, your hatching, feeding your creatures, doing the farming. You know, you do this here. I do the big one here, right? I did this one not too long ago, so I'm not going to get much of it. You know, I probably only get like 15 or 20 or something like that, because I think it wasn't too long ago. And then do a little one a little while later, and then 28, like I said. You can get up to 50. I like it when I see like 48, 49, because that means I didn't waste anything, you know? And anyway, just try every way you can to get as many coins as you can. And always try to go on the discounts. I don't have information on the discounts now. So I don't know. If anybody has them, feel free to post them down below. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See you.